A longtime prosecutor in the Twin Cities Metro has passed away less than 2 weeks after learning he had cancer.
Washington County Attorney Pete Orput died yesterday surrounded by family. Rob Olson joins us now from the Washington County Government Center. And so, Rob, Orput had been planning his retirement later this year.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2020, and that was among the reasons that he'd planned to step down at the end of his term later this year, but diagnosed now within the past 2 weeks with cancer. He made his public appearance, his final one, just mid last week at a campaign event for the assistant prosecutor that he'd endorsed to succeed him. His death, though, on Sunday coming is a huge shock.
I saw him last Thursday, and we had a very nice chat.
For those who worked with and knew Pete Orput, there's absolute disbelief that this blunt, energetic, and passionate Washington County attorney passed away so quickly.
No, I think we're all shocked at how fast it progressed.
Assistant County Attorney Kevin Magnussen says the 66-year-old Orput was diagnosed with stomach cancer on March 23rd, less than 2 weeks ago.
So there's, we're grieving together. We spent a lot of time over the noon hour just sort of telling, trying to top each other with who had the funniest Pete story, because he was hilarious.
Orput served in the Marines in the mid-'70s. After law school, worked as a prosecutor in Mille Lacs, Carver, Dakota, and Hennepin counties. First elected Washington County Attorney in 2010.
He would call, right? He would call at 8 o'clock in the morning and say, "Hey, Sheriff, what do you think about this? This is what I'm thinking."
Sheriff Dan Starry considered him a great partner, forward-thinking and tireless. Among Orput's legacies are tackling the opioid crisis, going after sex traffickers, and creating a veterans court.
Just his passion to make sure the victims were cared for and listened to.
Last year, Orput became a target of protesters outside his home, upset that he did not charge former Brooklyn Center officer Kim Potter with murder. He tried to explain to them the evidence didn't support that. Magnussen says that always bothered Orput, who was tough but fair.
There was a lot more than just locking people up. He really was looking to address the root causes of crime and then gave people who wanted to a chance to turn their life around.
All of our chats over the years, there's just so many that run through my head, and I'm going to miss him.
Orput is survived by his wife, Tammy, 6 children, and 6 grandchildren. Live in Stillwater, Rob Olson, Fox 9.